Well, hello everybody, my name is John K and welcome back to another episode of How Does That Play Out? Today I want to take a look at Depth Hunter, which has been developed and published by biart Studios, which is a Russian game company, a Russian game developer out of Moscow. Um, However, I think the game is being published by a American subsidiary of biart, based in Texas. So, just for those of you who are interested in that kind of stuff, Depth Hunter is actually a what is it really? It's a sandbox exploration action simulation. I think would be a like a sufficient subscription, not necessarily the shortest one, but why that is, we're going to take a look at actually now. And let's just continue my game here to just showcase some of the gameplay. I think that's going to make stuff a lot easier, and by stuff I mean, explaining or actually transporting what Depth Hunter is all about to your video screens, computer screens, mobile screens, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, we are playing as this diver. We are equipped with a harpoon, but not only that, we also have a camera at our disposal. So some missions require us to take pictures of the aquatic sea life. Although I think that's redundant because all sea life, by definition, I think is aquatic, but you know what I mean. Um, right, so obvious references here. I mean, for those of you who have played the Endless Ocean series, and by series I mean either one of the two games in Japan known as Forever Blue by Arika Studios. This is sort of like similar, at least in style, or in the yeah, optical presentation. Also, somewhat in the game mechanics. But let's actually see what our current mission is. Make 5 high-quality photos of caves. Okay, let's try to do that actually. So we basically move around here. Don't shoot. Who's like? There's some. Yeah. So with the harpoon, we shoot or hunt fish, or I think yeah, basically like aquatic creatures really. So I think those are the caves that we have to enter. Then let's do that actually. Quality, okay, 2%, so that means we're on the right track. Okay, 75, 80%. So we need like 100% quality here to sort of get the meet the requirements to get the job done here. I don't know if that classifies. So this is sort of very close to what you had at Endless Ocean, basically, where you like mostly took pictures of animals. Oh, there you go. 44. No, that's not it. Wait, 60. 0%. Okay, I think. Okay, that's looking good. Thing is, you see our the oxygen bar on the left, and unfortunately I think we cannot rise to the surface here. Oh, we can actually. That is pretty convenient. Can we actually like walk over here? No, we can't. Oh, okay, so there's something else going on. There's like another motif here. Where was that? I saw like some numbers at the bottom of our camera. Quality pictures. I mean, the thing is that the caves continue down here, like they sort of stretch out. So we can also use our boost. You can see on the left that the boost is ready, and by pressing the spacebar, we go like a little faster. And now the boost has to recharge. Um, so wait, that's it. See, I'm not really sure. We need 5 pictures, right? Yeah. Oh, there's 90%, 88, 90. Come on. 82. Oh, that's getting worse. Boost is ready. 71. 98. That was almost it. I've taken the wrong photo, but that was 100%. Okay, now it works. Let's ascend to the surface real quick. So yeah, and as you can see, the main difference basically, oh, there are actually a lot, but the main difference visible is that also in gameplay is that now we have objectives and actual waypoints that we have to follow. So unlike Endless Ocean, where you know, you more or less had the sense of a 19% of a sort of like real sandbox, quote unquote. You know, this is a little different because you have very, very specific. Because in Endless Ocean, and again, sorry for referencing that a lot, but I'm going to do that. So in Endless Ocean, you sort of. So wait, how's that work? We're given a mission like find this and that fish, and then you're sort of on your own. You had your boat. Okay, 100%. Okay, well that's good to know. And then you're on your own basically. Like you got some hints. Like sometimes you're required to photograph like or to pet special animals or take like divers there. And then you could make money off of your tours or the pictures you took and whatnot and sell them to magazines. So the meta game, so to say, was you know, that you got money for whatever it was that you're doing. You bought better equipment like oxygen tanks and whatnot, so you could dive deeper, for example, and you know, reach other. There's a motif right here, right, if I was not mistaken. So you could reach other regions of the ocean, which in turn would allow you to shoot more exotic pictures, you know, photograph more rare, rarer species of animals, you know, and so on and so forth. As far as I can see, that is not the case here. What's basically happening is you sort of swim from waypoint to waypoint. I mean, our boat is over here. We cannot use it though. It's just there for, you know, for the scenery basically, for flavor, if you will. So let's swim actually. Let's use our boost here, although that's not going to do a lot. 120 meters underwater is actually quite a lot. For those of you who are divers, I have no clue. I'm talking out of my ass right now. So excuse me if I'm wrong, but in this game at least, 120 meters is quite a lot. It's quite a distance. So we'll do our best here. Let's actually surface to get some air. Well, the graphics are pretty nice in this game. I like that. I don't know if this will come out in the video, but you have all those particles here in the sea. You know, this the water effect when you breach a surface. The waves or the light like breaking the waves. That's pretty cool actually. That I do like. Okay, now we're here. No, wait. There must be a cave like somewhere on the other side, I think. We only need one more picture, so I think that's doable, definitely. By the way, I've never played this. This is like as far as I've gotten in this specific playthrough. So, you know, bear with me if things will get slow and tedious. But this is the way of the novice player of Depth Hunter. Okay, 22%, 38, 59. Okay, there you go. We're like zeroing in here on our motif. 71. Okay. 0%. I don't really understand what's going on here. Okay, there you go. Nope. 55. I don't quite understand how that works. Oh, there you go. And that should be it, right? Yep. Let's actually ascend here to get some air. Collect as many treasures as you can in 5 minutes. Okay, let's just try to do that then. Where are we? How far are we from the... Oh, dude, 100 meters? I don't know, man. Do we need to check the caves, he said. We can actually switch back to the harpoon here, and not that we're going to use it. Because that's actually the third type of mission that they can send you on, is to collect treasures. Just to show you how that works. If there's no other fishing mission here, I probably will just show off. Because that's actually... you know, a huge part of the gameplay is to shoot the fish here in the ocean, and this sort of will trigger another mini game. And you know, I don't. Okay, there's something. I got the mirror of truth. Look at that. So yeah, we just like need to find the stuff that's scattered across the ocean floor. So what you got here? There's something. The cross. I didn't even see it. I just hear something. What's that? A pistol. The pistol of fire. Very, very mysterious indeed. I think there's 20 items that you can collect. Pistol of spy. Right. It's like the famous pistol of spy. Is that something? No, that's a stone. Well, maybe you can pick up the stone. The stone of ocean floor. The globe of truth. It's just a globe, actually. Is that a goblet? The broken cup. Was that like a chalice of the cup of dream? Very mysterious indeed. The dagger of ocean. This is the sword of truth, mind you. What's that? That's a dagger. That's just a sword. Well, we found a lot of stuff, actually. Who dumped this shit here? Oh, oxygen. And we're in a cave. That does not bode well. I will try to ascend here. Let's use our boost. I hope that works. And we cannot. Okay, we're gonna die here. Probably. Probably now. Yeah, that's it. Very close to the surface, actually, but no such luck. Let's load the last checkpoint and try to do this again. Yeah. Wait. Oh, we start from all the way back. And that's convenient. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't really aware of the fact that you could die so easily. See, that's what I mean, like, because in the other cave you could actually use those openings to get some fresh air, but not here. Wait, what the hell? Okay, oh, we actually did not have to. Okay, whatever. Just, you know, keep an eye on the oxygen level here, because that's going to be a tricky one. We picked up some other stuff that we were not really able to spot here, if I'm not mistaken. That was somewhere closer to here, like the cross, for example, and or the mirror of truth. And that's what it looks like. Anything else up for grabs here? Yeah, there's something, like a plate or something. The plate. Let me just call this the plate, and this is the coin. Also, basically, you get the gist of it. So you like. This is the vase, I think. Yeah, urn. I'm sorry. Is this something, or is this a rock? It's this. This is a piece of armor, actually. Oh. Okay, medallion. Okay, we should definitely ascend at this point. Okay, lucky us that we can use this cave here. Alrighty, is this everything? It doesn't really matter how much stuff you pick up. I mean, you get more points for that, but I think technically just picking up one item is enough to solve this. Is this something? helmet, or to like successfully complete this quest. Really, let's actually. Oh, that's just. Let's move over here. This is just a rock. Was there something here? Well, there's stuff. There was more stuff down here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like the sword and the sword of truth and the dagger of misinformation. The sword of weird item labeling is right here. Like I said, there are 30 items in total. I think that you can pick up. The statuette of elephant. Who wouldn't want one? Okay, let's move over here. The globe. We have to be careful. Be mindful of allergies and our oxygen level, which is gonna deplete, and we're gonna die again. 16, so there's like a lot of stuff missing. Is there anything here? Okay, let's... Ah, no! This is possibly harmful. The stone tablet. Dude, seriously, we're gonna die again. Fuck. Can we go through here? Is that possible? We better hurry, man. Yeah, that looks doable. 2 more items, I think, and then we have the maximum items. So let's get some oxygen here, and then go back. Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is, because for a like an apnoe diver, this seems kind of the fragment of statue. This seems kind of weird. Okay, so apparently you can pick up more than 20 things. So I was wrong. 21. But we definitely do not carry like an oxygen tank here. Otherwise that would be pointless. Ancient painting. That's what that was. What's that? Ancient flask? The jug. Oh, there's more stuff back there. Come on, you can do it. The vat. There's a lot of shit here, man. The shield. Who would have thunk, right? So 25 items is actually a lot. We can be proud of ourselves. I had no clue there were so many things down here. I think that's it though. And we are out of time anyways. Okay. Your results, 25 treasure. Absolutely correct. Catch fish from list. That's our next objective. But let's get some air here. So yeah, finally I can show off sort of like the last possible... Can we shoot this guy? Don't shoot. What's that? A shark? He's like potentially dangerous. Right, and there's a galley there. Is that another shark? Those are sharks. Should be able to shoot them. They're gonna attack us. Dude, this is not looking good. But let's see. So those guys look like fish from the list. I have no clue what they are. But they look potentially like the fuckers that we need to kill. So how this works, if it works, is as follows. You just shoot. Dude, why did we miss? That is my question. Dude, come on. This is like spot on. I was spot on this guy. I think he's on the list. He's like the... Dude, how... Seriously? Dude, this is bullcrap. And those shovel fish here, you cannot hit possibly. So maybe he's like one of those guys. I don't know. I would know. Dude, come on, seriously. Okay. And now you gotta reel this fucker in. So this is sort of like if you guys have played like Trophy Bass back in the day, like one of those games, or like Rapala, Mutton snapper. So yeah, that's one of the fish that we are supposed to catch. This is exactly the same stuff. So you got line, and then when you see those rings, like the halos around the fish, that means he's like struggling to break free, get away from you. And whenever like you let the fish go and try to reel him in again, like tire him. I don't even know if that's possible. Okay, let's ascend real quick. I don't know if that's really possible because whenever I've tried to do that, then those guys just got away because the distance gets like longer and longer, and at some point they just disappear, or the line breaks if you pull too hard. So what my strategy is just like sneak up on those guys, get close like within 10 meters, and then just pull the thing in, and don't care if the line is gonna break or not. See, because that usually works. I don't know if you can hear my mouse wheel. I think you can. And I'm just reeling those guys in. And then if they like fight back, so be it. But usually they only fight back for so long. Red snapper. We have enough red snappers by now. Right. So yeah, that's like the gist of it. So you got the game, the core gameplay mechanics down by now. So what do I think of the game? Well, what I really do like is, I mean, the graphics are nice, obviously, and they're totally sufficient for what do you mean by sufficient? They're totally good, very good actually for a game like this. For like an exploration game and what the game wants to achieve. The thing is that the gameplay mechanics are kind of off, and I want to really sort of explain why that is, or I want to demonstrate why that is. Firstly, and I'm going to reference again Endless Ocean a lot, and this is specifically for those of you who liked Endless Ocean, and because I know there's a lot of people out there who, basically were like on the warpath with that game because it's like people claimed, and I can totally understand why that is, that that was not actually a game per se because there's like no challenges. I mean, you got objectives and stuff, but just swimming around and photographing fish is not really something that I'm just shooting this guy here. I don't know. Brown grouper. We don't need him, right? Yeah, we just killed him anyways. That'll teach him. So yeah, there were no real like challenges in that part because it was fairly easy to because sooner or later you would get the fish before your lenses, and then you would photograph them, or you would play with them or pet them or whatever it was that you needed to do. But that was not per se what the game was all about. So it was not a game in the quote-unquote traditional sense. And I think that's what the people of biart Studios wanted to sort of incorporate. I mean, biart Studios actually has a long history of releasing, yeah, like maritime or aquatically themed games, if I can put it that way. They started to do that in 2007 with Diver Deep Water Adventures, I think it was called. Can we catch this fucker? No. Um, Incidentally, that was the same year that Endless Ocean came out. I'm not really sure. It came out in summer, I think July in Japan, where it was released first, and then later in the U.S. and Europe. However, though, um, I think, and I might be wrong here, so please correct me if I'm wrong, that Endless Ocean came out first, and then later on, those guys released their game. Um, right, but and then they released a couple of also like like a huge variety of. Let's get this guy. Oh, 60 meters is kind of far. We actually might lose him, and then you're also going to see what it looks like if this guy is able to break free. Yeah, it's going to be like, I think this was like a brown grouper or something, so we didn't really need him after all. Um, so yeah, but so far they have been flying under the radar. Like all those games, they released an action, like a 3D action game, by the name of, I think, Deep Blue or Deep Black or something like that, which sort of received mediocre reviews to be honest. And from what I understand, it wasn't a really good game. I've never played it, so I cannot comment on that. uh, understandably, but you know, from what you hear, the critics were not too fond of it. So basically, they have the huge, like a long history of you know, releasing those games like um, yeah, aquatic games that deal with that type of stuff, subject matter, in one way or another. So what I think this game really is, and correct me if I'm wrong again, but it tries to like appeal to those guys who, oh, this guy just disappeared, couldn't really, you know, so or for like the demographic for whom Endless Ocean was like a wee bit too boring because there's nothing to do. So like they tried to like remedy this by including like action sequences like this one uh, into the gameplay. And I have to say, it just works like to some degree. It doesn't really. We don't eat this type of fish. It doesn't really work because the thing is that Endless Ocean, and I liked Endless Ocean, so I'm going to speak in favor of the game. And you know, those of you who liked Endless Ocean may feel likewise. You may feel differently about Depth Hunter, but you know, that is totally cool. The thing is though that Endless Ocean was first and foremost an exploration game, and you know, evidenced by simply the fact that it was very, very sandboxy in its design, meaning that you had the overall sort of metagame of owning this diving school or diving company thing, I don't know, this diving business, and then you basically did like odd jobs, quote unquote, like taking picture of fish or coral reefs and stuff like that, or taking people out to dive. Um, and then you would, oh, this guy looks promising. Look at that. And then you took out tourists, you know, and you earn your money that way. But what the game basically was about, it recreated or it simulated a an ocean world in which you could immerse yourself, and the whole gameplay was sort of geared or streamlined towards. We already have this guy, right? We could need this guy though. To exploring the ocean and the ocean floor. For example, what would happen, if I remember correctly, is that no, that's a brown grouper. You know, you had like a description like near the ship there is some treasures, and you know this is like another thing that I sort of dislike about Depth Hunter because it feels very mechanical. It feels very like things are on it like beads on a string, like things are on a rail, and you do just exactly what the game tells you. I mean, back in the cave there's like a lot of treasures that now are gone basically. So if we were to return there, there'd be nothing there. So it's just like, okay, now do this because now there are those treasures there, and then when you've done that, shoot some fish. Um, First of all, this is a very like a very linear type of gameplay that you're exposed to, which I don't really dig, especially if the focus of the game should be on exploration. So what you want to do, ideally, is include the make like the exploration of the ocean your main objective, and then sort of arrange or assemble all the other side quests or like side objectives, like those mini games or whatever you have around it. Here they've done like they've taken a different approach. They've done it the other way around basically, where you have to do the missions. Like, you know, now we're just swimming around trying to find the fish. Can't find it because we're looking for this one green guy here. Maybe it's that dude over there. Oh, that's a shark. Let's see what the shark does if we get too close. Nothing, because they're actually very nice. Pretty, it looks promising. Oh, dude. Don't get too close. I think you can startle those guys. Why can't we shoot him, man? This is bullcrap. Uh, and then sort of do the other thing. I mean, I totally understand, and that point is still valid, that if you don't like the way Endless Ocean has presented itself, or the gameplay it, you know, made available, made ready for the game player, or the player, basically, then, you know, it's like do or, like, take it or leave it, basically. It's like, either you like the package or you didn't. It's like, do as the game, like, you buy the premise or you don't. I think I'm, you know, getting the point across here. and sort of like mixing the whole things, like the two things, because the second thing about the gameplay of Endless Ocean was that it had like an overall very very soothing and very very calm atmosphere, and running around or swimming around the ocean shooting fish. First of all, it involves like a certain skill. It gets hectic at times, specifically if you have fish that are pretty quick, which sometimes happens. And then again, it runs counter to the whole idea of like sort of living in harmony with the ocean and that kind of stuff. That was the point that Endless Ocean sort of got across. And killing the wildlife that you're supposed to I don't know, respect and admire and live in harmony with. Yes, 5 high quality photos of sharks is sort of like the opposite of that, and that's kind of what that would be like the main issue that I have with the game is that it is set in it employs gameplay mechanics that run counter to what the game maybe promises or wants to be. So you have on the one hand like a very soothing, relaxing experience, like a very immersive experience, diving through the ocean or diving in the ocean, swimming through it. Don't shoot. Well, I'm just gonna do that, baby. There you go. 5, right? That's gonna be easy. Uh-oh, oxygen. So it feels kind of odd. Like, it feels kind of odd swimming around the ocean and then trying to kill all those animals. Secondly, the focus of exploration is also kind of off, because this is not a game about exploring stuff. This is a game about going from point A to B and then doing whatever the game asks you to do. And if you should happen to maybe that was odd. To maybe like be able to explore some of the surroundings here, like this galley, the sunken galley, or whatever else. Find a coral group of fish and catch it. I don't know. I have no. So that's going to be like a hard fish to catch. It's 200 meters away, which, as you probably know by now, is quite far. So the focus sort of shifted. So this is more of like an action game with added scenery, like the added scenery bonus. Whereas ideally, and those of you who like Endless Ocean, who liked Endless Ocean, might feel the same way. Sort of like the priorities have shifted, and I'm not really sure if that works out. Also, I have to say that I don't know how long this game is gonna be, because there are 3 environments basically. South Africa, I think, the Bahamas, which I am in right now, and the Indian Ocean, if I'm not mistaken. I'm stuck somewhere. And this is sort of... Dude. Why is the points meter climbing? I don't get it. Dude, what's going on here? Let's just swim away here. Feels weird. Is there like a current here that I'm not aware of? I have no clue what's going on here. Dude. Or is this just like an invisible wall? It looks like it, right? I don't get it. Okay, this is the first time I'm encountering this, and also I have to say, man, this is like deadly to any type of exploration game. Like, invisible barriers here should not do that. That's a big no-no in my books, at least. Well, be that as it may. I mean, I don't want to, because the thing is like, what kind of expectations do you have, and what kind of stuff do you expect from a game like this? If you, like me, expected it to be another Endless Ocean, I think you're going to be disappointed. Not sorely disappointed, but somewhat disappointed, because it is not the same. The priorities of this game lie somewhere else entirely. And I think a lot of the stuff that Endless Ocean did right, and not without reason, did it receive pretty high review scores. So, it reached critical acclaim. Not throughout the entire landscape of video game journalism. But it's like for the most part. Whereas, yeah, this game I'm not really sure. Also, not only is this game pretty short, I think, because I'm almost done with the second part, and so far it took me, I think, 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and a half to get this far. So I don't know what the game has in store, but I think it's going to be like around 5-6 hours long. The asking price for this game, and I think that's a big issue here, is are those the guys that we want to catch? It looks like it, right? So they're just standing there. Asking price for this game is $20. I mean, I'm aware that there are like certain discounts out there, but the nominal asking price is actually $20 US, which is a lot for not only for an indie game but for a game like this. I mean, I can see that the engine, which is an in-house development engine so now we just have to like randomly kill as many fish as we can, which is all the, so like I said, it's sort of funny, and I don't mean like funny like haha funny. It's rather strange. Okay, let's shoot this fucker, because seriously, that's what you get for just like swimming or standing around in the ocean. Yeah, so I mean the game engine is the buy engine. I don't make the rules. I don't pick the names. So that's and I understand that there's probably like a significant effort that went into designing and making this engine, but still, like if the result is sort of, I mean, it's a good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game, not at all. I'm just saying, be careful of what to expect, and do not expect too much, because you might get disappointed. And for me, yeah, I wouldn't say I was necessarily disappointed, but I expected something else. Let's put it that way. So sort of like, play this game, but at your own discretion, basically. You know what to expect and at what price, this comes. So would I recommend it? I'm not sure. If you're looking, like I said, and you probably have, you could read between the lines. You were able to do that. If you expect another Endless Ocean sort of experience, I think you're going to be disappointed. For everything else, it also seems kind of shallow, because this is like, some elements of like a trophy bass or Rapala, like a sort of like a underwater hunting game, like, I don't know, Cabela's Big Game Hunt or whatever. We have to get some air here. And so on and so forth. And it's like it's very simplistic in that regard. So the fishing mini game is not that hard. Treasure hunt is not that hard. It's very, very basic. So for a game that possibly wants to like add some challenge and some action to the mix, yeah, I'm not really sure if it works out that way. But be that as it may, if you still think this is a cool idea, or if you're very, very keen on, and if you really felt that you needed another like ocean game, quote unquote, then please, by all means, do pick this game up. Even though it is kind of the asking price is kind of steep. If you should ever spot this as part of a bundle, or even like at a discounted price, I think as part of a bundle, I would definitely pick it up, depending on obviously how much the bundle is and what other games are included in the pack. But basically speaking, I would give it a shot. All right, so that was it from me and Depth Hunter. I hope this was of some use to you. Now you can make an informed decision about whether or not to pick it up. Yeah, that's it from me, Strong K. I hope you like this video. You know, feedback is welcome as always, and I would, yeah, definitely love to hear from you in any way, shape, or form. And I hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. So, you know, with having caught the last fish, thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye.